Why and how do we have fingerprints? Well, why and how are two very different questions. I'm assuming why is why do we have them, like why do they help us, or why did we get them, or whatever. And that's a little bit harder to answer because we can't go back in time and try again and see what would happen if humans didn't have fingerprints. But the guess is that fingerprints make our fingers more grippy, especially if our hands are wet, so that we don't slip and slide if we are people who get our hands wet. Because remember, people throughout all history have mostly lived near the ocean or near water, because it's a good way of getting fish. It's a good way of transporting things. You can have salt, which is necessary for life. So the vast majority of human civilizations have been along large bodies of water. And so people with fishing and with other things probably had wet hands a lot. And so grabbing stuff without falling is probably helpful. So that's the best guess. As far as how they form, that one we do know. So when you're in your mom's belly growing, your fingerprints form because the underlayer of your skin grows faster than the upper layer of your skin. So what happens is you have this underlayer and you have this upper layer. Now this one starts growing faster, and so the top starts forming these buckles and ridges because of the way it all kind of gets pinched and pushed around. So that is what causes your fingerprints. They'll be different depending on the consistency of what's going on inside the liquid around you. Different people's fingerprints are different. It's random. So that's why everyone's fingerprint is different from everyone else's fingerprint. What totally amazes me is that your fingerprints are all set by the time you're 20 weeks old, usually a few weeks before that. So 20 weeks along is halfway through pregnancy. So you have another half of pregnancy to grow and develop, and you already have your fingerprints. That's also when you have all your organs, but organs are big, compared to fingerprints. So I didn't expect fingerprints to be done because a lot of other things aren't done yet. If you saw a baby who is 20 weeks along in the mom's belly, you would know that that is a baby who is not done cooking yet, but they already have fingerprints. I think that is so cool. Now, of course, fingerprints are also useful for identifying who's who. So I get fingerprinted, my sister gets fingerprinted because we work with kids, and that helps keep kids safe. And that makes sure that everyone knows who is who and that I'm not trying to pretend to be someone else. So that's the other reason that fingerprints exist. Not maybe the original reason, not a biological reason, but super useful because we can make sure that everyone is exactly who they say they are. Nowadays, of course, we also use fingerprints for things like unlocking our phones. So that means my fingerprint unlocks my phone, but not my kids' fingerprints. So lots of interesting things we can do with fingerprints. If you have a question for me, you can always enter it in the classroom in the Ask Dr. Robbins section, and I will sit down and answer it the next time I'm doing questions.